You remember a few months ago when people were told not to go outside into the sun? You remember when they were told not to look at the sun? Like if they knew that would trigger something, just like in the movie. I find that funny. Anyway, back to the movie. Velma then gets into the building where a line of possessed bodies are going into. She calls Daphne's body and pushes her into the closest room. A soul comes through the door, enters Daphne's body, the demon comes out, Daphne's in shock, Velma opens the blinds letting the sun in, and the demon explodes. Daphne's acting strange because the soul in her body isn't hers, it's Fred's. They head out into the forest, and at the same time, somewhere in the hotel, Daphne's soul enters Fred's body. Then they all bump into each other in the middle of the forest. Shaggy's carrying the Daemon Ritus. Shaggy places the Daemon Ritus in the middle of them. And they start changing souls until the souls match the body. This takes a few tries. When they're all matched up, an explosion, a fire column is heard.
Something tells me that was the wrong ingredients.
Wait. I know how to handle this guy. Hey, you! What are you doing?
Yes, that is masterful.
I'm trying to do a voodoo ritual if you don't mind, thank you. It's important you get the right ingredients. See, the only way I can protect myself is by blessing this dead Arnuki beast. And I tell you something, I got a feeling they're about to perform their evil Darkopolis ritual.
The Darkopolis ritual?
That's right.
That's what the ancient text describes.
Hey, hold on, don't open it. Don't open that.
They use the protoplasm in the fat as an energy source. And the leader needs to absorb a purely good soul to complete the ritual.
Legend has it, once the Darkopolis ritual is performed, the creatures will rule on Earth for 10,000 years. So that's why I'm taking this dead Arnuki beast up in my house to protect myself.
You have another one of those?
Those creatures are taking over the world? That is so mean.
Now, they can't do the ritual without a pure human soul. Where in the world are they going to get one of those?
I didn't say human.
The soul turns out to be Scooby's soul. And that's the reason why they were invited to the island. Or brought into the island. Mondavarius convinces Scooby to do the sacrifice, to sacrifice himself. Fred, Daphne, Velma, and Shaggy team up to save Scooby. They plan how to save Scooby and eliminate the demons. Before the ritual takes place in the caves or catacombs where Shaggy found the soul container, they place this skull-shaped disco ball so they can reflect light inside of the cave. They hide it. The ritual catches them off guard. Fred and Velma fall into the ground. Daphne manages to escape. Shaggy goes on to find Scooby. The ritual starts and Mondavarius sarcastically greets Fred and Velma. An acolyte takes the Daemon Ritus from their bags and hands it to Mondavarius. As he says, it's the last piece needed for the ritual. Shaggy apologizes to Scooby and convinces him to run away as always. But before they do...
Scooby-Doo!
Hey, look at me!
The moment is at hand. Through the Daemon Ritus, I shall absorb the energy source. And now, to complete the transformation, I shall absorb the pure one. Ultimate power shall be mine.
Nobody absorbs my pal. Get off my pizza! Rawabunga!
Fred and Velma run to Mondavarius to retrieve the Daemon-Ritus, but they find out that Mondavarius isn't really Mondavarius. Instead, it's a robot, and inside the robot, they find Scrappy Doo, who absorbed enough souls to transform himself into a giant dog, even though he still needs Scooby's soul to complete the transformation. Meanwhile, Daphne's trying to open the roof vents that let light in, but she's attacked by the wrestler. Daphne's a black belt. Scrappy and his acolytes go after Shaggy and Scooby. Mary Jane ends up capturing Shaggy and Scooby. That's when Shaggy notices that she's a demon, and that Scooby was right. Mary Jane hands Scooby to Scrappy, and Scrappy tries to absorb his soul. Scooby resists, and Daphne kicks the wrestler down the vent. This lets light in, and the wrestler spills the soul container, which unleashes every single soul, frees every single soul. They all go back into their bodies, and hundreds, if not thousands of demons come out. Daphne lets the disco ball loose, which blows up every single demon. Shaggy then picks the Daemon-Ritus that Scrappy has in his chest, releasing all the souls he absorbed. All the souls travel to their bodies, and they save everyone. When everyone's celebrating, Shaggy hears someone knocking on a door. He finds the real Mondavarius that was locked up underground. He tells him how Scrappy was casting for a job on the island, and he basically took over. Then they arrest everyone that was involved in that. That means Scrappy and his creepy looking orange vest dude and the wrestler, and who knows who else. And finally, to recap everything, we better learn something from these movies, okay? And start applying it IRL in real life. Thanks for watching.